Hey guys, Ranch here bringing you yet another League of Legends Challenger tier commentary. Before I actually get into talking about stuff, let's just go over the teams real quick. On the blue side, we have Jynthe playing Graves. We have XerbeK playing Lissandra, Rhux playing Rengar, XerbeK playing Malphite, DaBox playing Blitzcrank. On the right side, we have hairyabs playing Jarvan, Shiphtur playing Zed, Catsexual playing Jayce, stuntopolis playing Lucian, and TSQ JoJo playing the Janna. So we have a few names that some people might recognize from the pro scene in Shiphtur and in Rhux, I believe, as well. So I think this is actually going to be quite an exciting game. We might be seeing some early game lag here as we're waiting for the replay to catch up with what's actually happening. There's going to be like a quick spike of movement. There we go. That usually happens in the first couple of minutes of the replay. Thankfully, it doesn't always happen, but sometimes it does, so I apologize for that, but hopefully that'll be the end of this. Also, one big thing, I want to quickly apologize for there not being any replays for quite a while now, but I was doing some school stuff that had to get done, and now I'm finally done with the day today, so I can continue bringing you guys some commentaries and streams and all that good stuff. I'm going to start off with a commentary, because, you know, why not? So it's going to be interesting. We're going to have Jayce top lane, it seems, against Malphite. And we're going to have Lissandra versus Zed mid. And then the bot lane, we are, in fact, going to have Lucian and Janna playing against Graves and Blitzcrank. So Graves, right now, one of the best AD carries in the game. Some people would refer to him as the next Lucian. Seems like on both sides, people are actually going to get their... level 1s through using the camps, so that's going to be good. Just, you know, level 2s. I meant to say level 2s from this. Let's see. Here we go. And with Janna, of course, you can do that fairly safely. On the opposite side, we do see that the Graves and the Blitzcrank should take a little bit of damage. Both get themselves halfway up to level 2. So you're going to have that quick, both teams on both sides are going to have that spike, but they're going to have, Blitzcrank side, are going to have to be just a little bit more careful as they did take quite a bit of damage. So your top lane seems like we have a cloth armor health potion Malphite, no surprise there, against this Jayce, who doesn't take as much harass. And he's actually starting ground slam, so he's not going to be looking to out harass this Jayce or anything like that against the ranged champion. That's generally not what you want to do against as Malphite. So mid lane, see some harassment coming out right away, using that red buff to deal some damage to Lissandra. She's going to deal some damage back, force him backwards, but think that Jarvan was maybe just going to go B anyway. I'm not quite sure if he's going to be able to continue jungling after that, but, you know, it's going to put Zed into a slightly better position. He's not going to be taking quite as much harass, and he can actually harass this Lissandra down. Has already forced her to eat both of her potions. Bot lane, it seems so far fairly even. Top lane, not too much happening. I've actually just realized that I've forgotten to do this thing that I'm supposed to do, or else somebody somewhere gets angry. Fairly even Steven so far. It's going to be interesting to see who manages to do what in each lane. Graves and Graves had already popped his potions, so he has that disadvantage. And Lucian, however, has not popped his, but he has lost quite a bit of health. Just going to see whether Graves' burst is actually going to be enough to actually take Lucian down. I feel a little bit rusty. I apologize about that, but that's what happens when you're a few days. You're kind of done a lot of studying today, taken an exam today, and you're just still kind of no coffee will fix that for you today. So that's just the way life is. As they continue harassing Shuriken top lane, you see the Malphite. He does have his passive. He's very good passive, granite shield that allows him to take a lot of harass if he stays out of harass range for just a little while. But knowing this is Jayce, that's going to be a little bit difficult, and he's just going to take a lot of harass until he manages to just hopefully get his CS up. He does have teleport, so he might still make a lot of plays throughout the game. As soon as he has his ultimate, he's going to want to teleport somewhere. Bot lane, we see that there's a beautiful grab on the Lucian. That's going to be no chance. And they're just going to give Graves the kill. You saw both Rengar and Blitz just kind of turn away and say, alright, never mind, just give this guy the kill. Nice pull there by Blitzcrank to make sure, to guarantee that kill there. No chance whatsoever. Saving his life, so Graves is going to take that. Does have a couple of CS over him now. Of course, he's going to be able to free farm, and that kill is going to be big help as well. Let's see, top lane CS is Jayce a little bit ahead, going a little bit heavy on the harass on Malphite. Doesn't have a lot of mana, so Malphite might actually punish him there. Going to take a lot of ranged harass though. I'm just going to wait for his granite shield. Let's see how he's leveling. He has 2 levels of Grand Slam, 2 levels of Seismic Shard, so no level of Brutal Strikes early for him. Brutal Strike's actually fairly good. It increases your overall armor, which makes your Grand Slam better. And it's also good if you're going to go heavy against someone like Jayce. But he should be able to play a little bit safer now, knowing that Jayce has no mana. I can kind of go in like that and not take too much harass. But you see that he's not actually trying to out-harass this Jayce at all. Hasn't really been using his Seismic Shard. You can just tell by the health. Now, mid lane, you're going to be yet another gank. Going to be forcing that flash from Lissandra, trying to make sure she doesn't get going. Zed has a significant advantage on her now in CS, so far it's working out quite well. Now we're seeing this top lane jungle Rengar just going to run around. I'm not quite sure. I don't think this Jarvan saw him. I don't think that's actually likely. Are they actually going to go on this Zed or not? That's a question. He doesn't have his ultimate. He's going very heavy on this Lissandra. I thought, oh, okay, she was actually jumping out, and that is going to be a kill on the Zed, but Rengar just a little bit too late to prevent that death actually from happening. If that had been played and planned out just a little bit better, I think the Lissandra would not have had to die, and we're going to see how much damage Rengar can actually do turn around on this Jarvan. Janna's coming in to help, going to put the shield down. That's just going to turn it around right there. Shield, nice Howling Gale, that's just going to turn it all around to make sure that Rengar actually dies, not the other way around. Finally, let's turn on some of this stuff, shall we? Because why not? Bot lane, we do see still, Graves has gone back. He's gotten himself a BF sword. No other item, just BF sword. That's just going to make him so strong because Graves is an AD carry that really benefits from just heavy AD, just from having heavy AD, because then his buckshot just deals more damage, his ultimate deals more damage, and that's just what you want him to do, because then he has his burst combo up really hard. He's not as, at least early levels, he's not as reliant on auto attacks. Beautiful grab here by Blitz. Are they going to be able to get the Lucian here? Exhaust's going to come off as well. No ultimate for the Graves, but he is going to go in. Doesn't have enough. Going to flash for it as well. He's going to be able to get away. He pops heal to escape. There's going to be a ward. Oof, bad ward there from Janna. She's going to try to chase up. She's going to flash on him and is, in fact, going to get the kill with the Zephyr. Ooh, Blitz going to get the grab on her, though. He's going to try to finish her off. She doesn't have the flash anymore, but Jarvan here coming into position. Blitz going to be forced to run away. He might actually die. Popping his W here. Nope, never mind. He's going to be fine. See top lane. Malphite and Jayce. They're still fairly even. Jayce has his Tear of the Goddess. Malphite actually went back, bought himself a Giant's Belt and a Crystal Flask. Giant's Belt, I assume he's going to be building a Sunfire Cape. We might be seeing something different, but, you know, it's just going to help him against this Jayce. As Jayce does deal a decent amount of damage, some mixed damage as well. So the health and that flask will really help against him. Also, we can just kind of force him off. He is maxing Ground Slime here, but he's going heavily for that combo, for that Malphite combo on the team rather than anything else. Let's see, this Lissandra is still quite behind this Zed, who does have his Brutalizer. So Zed with his Brutalizer is actually quite strong. You have to be very careful against him. You can deal quite a bit of damage too if you're not careful. There you go, taking a little bit of harass. The problem, of course, with Zed is that you can't really dive. Oh, top lane, stuff happening. Stuff happening. Let's look this. Yeah, okay. Just Malphite ultimate popped. No matter what Jayce does there, he's just gonna die. So he almost got a kill on the Rengar. If he'd actually stayed in there rather than get away and actually stayed on this Rengar while trying to juke the Malphite, he might have actually gotten the kill in response, because he was dead no matter what happened. So almost got that. Killed by cooldowns. Let's see, bot lane Graves still with significant advantage. 2 kills. He did die, but he's still going to take that kill. I mean, why not? Hey, he's also CS advantage, and just the pressure being piled on by the Blitz as well. He's doing a great job. He's already had a few very good grabs, and now we see the Jarvan here top lane. Just going to easily catch this Malphite. Doesn't have his ultimate. Didn't have his flash either, so he couldn't actually get away. If he'd had his ultimate, you know, that's one thing with Malphite. You forget that his ultimate is also an escape. There's actually talking about ultimates and stuff. TP coming down bot. Jayce is going to go in on this. Going to go on the Graves. Actually going to put himself in a position where Graves actually might survive. But I think Blitz is going to die in response. Blitz actually going to flash this away. Graves going to turn around and actually get the kill with his ultimate. Is it going to have enough burst to get even another kill? No, that's not going to be enough. I think, in fact, they're going to react to this. The couple are going to come out and kill the Blitz. Nice play there by Graves to actually focus really heavily to try to get himself a kill. Now Rengar coming in here. He's going to jump on this Janna. It's going to be enough to kill her. He's going to continue chasing down this Lucian. Doesn't have any mana. He's going to go jump on him. There are a lot of minions, though. He's going to pop his... Ooh, smite. Is it going to be enough? Yes, it is. Yet another jump. Is actually, in fact, going to get him a double kill here bot lane. Nice play by the Rengar. Middle lane, we see that the Zed is in fact forced Lissandra back. Hasn't gone back to buy yet, but he's quite a bit ahead on CS. Top lane is still very even. The junglers, we see that Jarvan actually has a few more. He has the same amount of kills that Rengar lacks a death, and actually quite a bit ahead is working on his Warriors upgrade for his Stalker's Blade. And speaking of junglers, Jarvan in fact actually going around to chill in the enemy's jungle here. Because why not? He's probably going to go to a standard Warrior upgrade, probably going to see the exact same thing from Jarvan. Excuse me. Always missing stuff. Seems like there's just a big fight top. Malphite saying, "What's up? I ain't afraid of you." Just popping all his abilities. Going to continue auto attacking. And he does have his ults, so he can just dive. There you go. There at the very end, giving that Jayce a slight false sense of security and just going in for it. You're always surprised a little bit by how much range Unstoppable Force has. And I think at this point, Graves is very, very... I believe the word is accurate. Yeah, way out of position. No, yeah, probably. I don't know whether he wasn't paying attention to the map or just I don't know what he was doing, but he was way out of position. No chance whatsoever that he was not gonna die there. Ward's being cleared. Oof, actually missing that hook. I think he reacted maybe just a little bit too fast. Nice skin, by the way. I gotta say that. Mid lane, we see that the Zed is actually gonna get caught. He's just gonna get popped really fast. Lissandra ultimate's so strong. And the thing is, her ultimate is really good because, first of all, it prevents those kind of escapes that Zed can do, and it also actually prevents Zed from being to really just dive her and go ham on her because she can ult herself, and she has her own escape with Glacial Path. Which is actually overall really, really powerful. It's going to be interesting to see how this game ends up. Also, I think what's going to be a deciding factor, really important in this game, is who's going to take the first dragon. Always in these high tier level challenger games, who's going to take the first dragon? Nice Glacial Path, doesn't hit it. Janna is actually going to save Jarvan's life using both Howling Gale and using Howling Gale to save Jarvan's life, and then Monsoon to save her own life. But yeah, I think it's going to be very important who takes the first dragon. It seems like Blue Team is going to start it here. Graves is also in position to help out. They're just going to go and try to take this as fast as possible. Nobody really... Jarvan is way too old with a smite to be able to do anything about this, so it's actually really good timing on them. It's going to give them a bit of a leg up on the next fight. They don't even smite for that, but that doesn't matter. Gonna see whether they can accomplish anything else with this. So far, I gotta say that out of the AD carries, it's Graves that have been kind of showing his skill level here. Oof, bad quick draw there. You can't really quick draw through impassable terrain like that. But it has been Graves that's kind of been showing his mettle here a little bit better in these team fights. He's kind of been microing himself a little bit better when the fights, even when the fights happen, he's like, yeah, we're outnumbered and most likely gonna die. He's still been the guy that's kind of just focuses himself and focuses the target and gets a kill despite that. Nice grab here by Blitz, gonna force the flash. Is it gonna be enough? Is it gonna be ultimate? Yes, but the ultimate's not if he still gets the auto attack off though on the Lucian there and does in fact get the kill. Great play there by him. Zed is meanwhile, and Jarvan also coming bot. Nice chilling smite there. He's just gonna get right into there, and Zed coming in position. Death mark, exhaust on him, make sure the damage goes down, but nope, that's not gonna be enough as Jarvan also cataclysms his prey, and Blitz dies. And now we see that Lissandra and Rengar are kind of running around here, seeing if they can find themselves something to do. He's actually using Thrill of the Hunt, just kind of running around. Not really able to accomplish much. Well, all this, while we're saying all this, Zed actually managed to take out mid tower before going down and getting himself doing some damage there. So he's finally starting to roam around the map. He's had a significant advantage of Lissandra, but he hasn't really shut her down. Like she doesn't have quite many items yet. Does have a Seekers, so she's gonna eventually build a Zanya's. She's pretty good against the enemy team, as you can see. They're significantly lacking AP damage, and as we speak, Jarvan gets caught and killed as Rengar finds him there. Zed thinking of going in, but I don't think it's too smart. Thing is that Blue Team does have the advantage in that they can just build armor. They can just build, everybody builds armor, they're fine. And that's where Malphite's pretty much, wouldn't surprise me if Malphite had been like one of the last picks for Blue Team, because Malphite can do, this game, Malphite can do nothing, he can just build armor and he's gonna be fine. Just gonna build armor. He could, like, Merc Treads, well, where the Merc Treads really gonna help him? They're gonna help him against Zed slows, red buff, Jayce slow, that's it. I mean, Mercury Treads don't, Tenacity doesn't do anything against displacement or knockups like Janna's abilities, so you might as well just build armor. Mercury Treads are completely unnecessary. As we say this, the tower goes down, speaking of Malphite. Jayce is just gonna go ham on him here, but there is a Jarvan, so I think that this Malphite is in a little bit of traveling chilling spot. Is he actually gonna... Yep, does ult in fact to get away. Shouldn't have to flash here. I don't think that can chase him down. See if they're gonna do anything, try to do anything tricksy. Does in fact flash. You saw that Jarvan continue going in on him. He doesn't want to die. And as speaking of this Rengar with Zed wanting to go in, and he's gonna flash, gonna deathmark this Malphite, and gonna get out at the same exact second. Cataclysm coming in as they get the Zed, as they do get the Zed. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Zed's gonna get chased down by the Lissandra, or is he? Ooh, just gonna try to juke this around from both sides with a shadow, popping his potion, is tries to survive as much as possible. Janna comes in position, got a shield her. Are they gonna be able to turn this around on the Lissandra glacial path? He's gonna juke it on the side. Monsoon gonna come to make sure that survives. Nice play! Is the Zed, the shield might actually save his life against the ignite. Yes, it does! Oh man, I was so sure Zed was gonna die, but in fact, million kills here. Nice. Everybody dying on the blue side here, top lane. Nice play there by Zed. Oh man, Jarvan also following that up, but Zed, gosh darn it. Say that, gosh darn it. Zed doing really well there. Just nice play overall. I think he got himself a triple kill. It was definitely a double kill. Let's see. Speaking of stuff happening, top lane we do see in fact Jayce being caught by Rengar and Malphite. So, you know, a lot of people being caught. Let's see Malphite at this point, Glacial Shroud. So yeah, alongside his Jarvan IV cape, he's gonna go for Frozen Heart. We see that the Rengar, okay, is working on his Tiamat, so he's just gonna get himself a Hydra for that extra crazy burst goodness that he does. And let's look at the rest of the team. We do have a dagger alongside Infinity Edge and Zerko's Greaves on the Graves, so he's just probably going to go very standard AD stuff. We're going to see a Shiv. Do have a Blade of the Ruined King and a Brutalizer on the Zed, so he already has some of his core items. He can do a fairly decent amount of damage trying to defend this tower here mid lane. Shield from Janna, but I just don't think it's going to be enough unless the rest of the team comes in now. Finally going to be a tower. Another tower for red team, as blue team has been doing a great job of controlling things so far. The dragon buff, of course, also really helping him out. See, item wise, Jayce has a Manamune, and Brutalizer also has a pickaxe to help against all of this stuff. Lucian, still no eye edge, only has a Brutalizer, which I assume he's going to be turning into an item. Janna using Monsoon, but she's just going to die no matter what there. No way of preventing the kill. Nice pulls, gotta say, from Blitz this game. Overall, doesn't quite yet have his face on the mountain. Seems like he's going to be working on that, but great pulls by him overall. And I've already looked at everybody on this side. Lissandra, there you go, has her Zonias already. So she just went for that heavy armor against the team. Also just for that Zonias to make sure she doesn't die. And speaking of stuff, Zed is actually getting a kill on Rengar, but I'm paying attention here mid lane as we see Lucian be taken down. Another grab by Blitz that kind of went a little bit all over the place, but sometimes that happens too. Sometimes you get good grabs, sometimes you get bad grabs, and the blue team gonna grab yet another tower. That's gonna be their fourth tower of this game. Checking out blue buff, seeing if there's something there. Finding nothing, so continue on. See this Janna just working. Yep, does a Frost Queen's claim, so she just has her standard item set that you see. Janna will either generally see her either going for Frost Queens or Medallion, depending on what kind of Janna you're going to be having. You know, she does have quite a few abilities to be able to harass with. And as we speak, blue team in fact takes the opportunity to slay the dragon and get themselves a second buff here. It's going to be difficult for red team to actually come back. Zed is one of the guys on their team that has really been showing good play and is getting marginally fed. Like, he can assassinate targets, but it's hard to assassinate someone like Graves in the little fight. He does have quite heavy defensive stats due to his passive for an AD carry anyway. And you really need support from your team. You can't really... Lissandra, it's almost impossible to take down. Top lane, seems like a Jayce got caught out. Let's see. Yeah, Jayce chilling by himself, running around, using his spells, trying to get last hits, all that good stuff. And then a Rengar appears, jumps, and oof. Oh, that burst that just looks painful. And of course, as I was saying, it's gonna be really difficult like that. Malphite is gonna be almost unkillable by red team at this point. He has 248 armor, and Lucian, looking at his build, he doesn't even have eye edge yet, so he's not even close to getting a last whisper, so he can actually try to pop down this guy, and he's not even level 11 yet, so this Malphite is just going to be really difficult to kill. Rengar, wouldn't be surprised if he actually went for some sort of armor at this point. Also has boots and ability. He's just going to jump on this Lucian. Is he? Nope, he decides not to. Lucian's going to play a little bit safe, but they can just dive him right here. It's going to be a culling coming out. But Rengar's just saying, I don't care. He's just going to jump on this guy. No chance whatsoever. Almost manages to kill the... Does in fact manages to kill the Rengar thanks to the tower. But not much else there. Jayce is going to go on this Malphite here. Is there going to be enough? Malphite just going to turn around with a stumble power. Pull! Almost gets him. Nice flash. Gonna make sure that doesn't happen. But look at that. Malphite barely takes any damage from his spells. He's just going to run around, turn around on this Janna here. And he's just kind of ignoring what's happening there. Takes a lot of damage from Nonsense Game as well. Now Jarvan is in the position, showing Smites him to actually get the kill. Graves now coming in position as well to help turn around. He's going to be flashing away out of the Cataclysm. Blitz going to take a heavy amount of damage. And Zed now in position. He's going to grab himself a double kill. Make sure that these guys regret having been chilling in the wrong place at the wrong time. You know how it is when you chill in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's just never good. Lissandra doesn't have any heavy AP items yet, but she does have 239 AP, and she's... Anyway, Lissandra, she's not really a burst caster. She's not a burst caster. She's a sustained damage caster. She has a really heavy CC with her Frozen Tomb, and it's just overall really strong pick, but she doesn't, you know, she doesn't do what Zed does. You know, Zed just goes, jumps on you, murders you, right? She doesn't do that. She doesn't do what LeBlanc does. Just gets on you, kills you. That's what happens there. Bot lane, speaking of, Rengar and burstiness, just running around killing people. Just everybody seems to be out of position and not really. You know, Lucian desperately trying to get a little bit of farm, which doesn't happen. Actually went for Yomu's Ghostblade first, and actually has Ione Boots of Lucidity. He really needs his eye edge and really needs to start working on his items, because I think Lucian has just been kind of denied this game. He just doesn't have items. He doesn't have much at all to be a big factor in team fights yet. Yes, he does have some items, and he also just hasn't shown the play like that Graves has. Graves has actually played fairly decently in fights, doing a good job of attack moving and such stuff like that. See this Malphite, yeah, also has Ninja Tab Eye, so it's just the amount of armor he has, the amount of stuff he can tank is just ridiculous. Most of this blue team is actually 4 people on both sides top lane here. I do see Rengar is actually reacting to the Zed bot lane. It's going to be interesting to see whether... I think Rengar might actually even be able to burst down the Zed if he attacks bot lane. The culling coming out just to clear out the creep wave so that they can't siege this tower. See here bot lane, do see the Rengar. Also actually want Yomu's here on the opposite side. We do see a last whisper with the brutalizer on the Zed. He's thinking of going in on it. He's just going to try to take down this tower. There's going to be a TP coming in from Malphite. That's most likely going to be a dead Zed. He's just going to go in on this Rengar knowing that, hey, I'm going to die. Actually does get the kill on the Rengar with the death mark, and actually going to be able to escape with his shadow from this Malphite. They had to give up that siege top lane there, but that's nice play there from Zed. Seeing the TP, he's like, he had to instantly make a reaction. Either run for it or go in, and he decided, you know what, I can get the kill. The death mark can get a kill fairly easily, and yet again I'm missing kills and I'm paying attention to other stuff happening across the map. But Lissandra actually seems like she just decided to chill around the map and wait. Oh man, saw with the ward that this was coming her way, and just saw with this ward that Jayce was coming, hid from him, and just people get caught so much this game, and lack of ward coverage for red team is really difficult for him now. Look at the amount of wards, and Lucian now, like, what are you still doing there, buddy? That TP might just be, oh, Blitzy boy, Blitzy, yeah, that was a little bit too late. He's gonna go on this Lissandra. That's gonna be a Zhonya as a pull from Blitz to make sure that doesn't have. He's actually gonna flash for it. Lissandra still might be able to get away, and in fact does. While all this is happening, Jarvan on the opposite side of the map is actually gonna get a kill on Graves. So it seems like Graves is a little bit unsafe around the map as well. But look at the ward coverage for blue team. Ward was weird. Finally a ward for red team here as well. Ward. And just fairly decent amount of vision, at least in these areas where people have been walking around for blue team. Red team do have some defensive wards, like this one and this one here, more like defensive wards for as well as this one. But these are defensive wards. You know, while blue team has something closer to offensive wards, like these here, which means that they have better vision of the enemy's map. These are more risky wards to put down, but with how aggressively blue team has been playing, has allowed them to plant these wards down. Also having this stuff helps as well. So Zed's like clearing wards Has a bunch of his items he's gonna try to. Seems like he's actually gonna be working towards a black cleaver at this point. He's gonna be able to go for anyone or not. That's my question. He's gonna need his death mark every time he's gonna try to go for a kill here at the river. Is gonna be oof. Nice flash from Janna. She's gonna get away. Ultimate doesn't have enough to kill her. Oof. Didn't think the main part of that maybe hit her or something. Here at mid lane, we see the Lissandra's actually gonna get caught out. Got a frozen tomb herself. Gonna force the Jarvan away. It's gonna be auto attacks coming out as Graves actually gets a kill on Jayce. Jarvan gonna be able to get the kill on Lissandra, and is he actually gonna be able to get away? Yes, he is. Meanwhile, now we're gonna see that the Lucian in fact get caught out by the Malphite, and just gonna get taken down. Malphite, oof, look at that. Jeez, wonder whether he's actually going for a Thornmill at this point, just so he can just kind of stand in front of him and it's like, yeah, attack me, go ahead, attack me, I don't care. Come on, attack me, you know you want to. And at this point, they're just gonna be able to take this tower. This is gonna be an easy inhibitor. I think at this point they're gonna back off. People are, oof, almost gets a grab on the Zed. We're gonna see whether actually gonna be some response kills, some shurikens coming off from the shadows and such. Jarvan actually gonna go in on this Malphite, not the best target to actually go in on. He's just gonna turn around on himself, gonna take the death mark. But aside from that, nothing happening, just the death mark. And they actually gonna just turn around and kill this Jarvan. He actually cataclysmed to almost get the kill on the Blitzcrank, but not enough. He already has his face in the mountains. He's fairly tanky, has a fairly decent amount of health. And blue team just gonna have to back off. Are they seriously thinking of taking Dragon though? Because I'm not sure. I think it's a little bit risky. Lissandra is coming in position here as well, and red team is a little bit out of position. Actually gonna catch go on this Malphite. He's very tanky though. She's gonna run around and do as much damage as he can. Actually gonna take down. Oh, Zed is down. Jarvan's still enjoying the fight. There's a Culling coming off, but doesn't manage to kill anyone as just everybody on red team just kicking down. Fight's just so separate, so split up, and that's gonna be an ace and a surrender from red team as that follows. Find that to be a little bit of an early surrender, but I do agree that the red team was actually playing a little bit all over the place. Some nice plays from guys like Shiphtur and Rhux. Really nice plays from these guys during parts of the game, but you know, sometimes this happens. As blue team just kind of controlled the pace of the game the entirety through. They never had a sizable advantage, but they had map control, they had momentum control, and that's just, and their carry was significantly more farmed as well. That definitely helps. So nothing really the opposite the red team could do there to prevent that loss, unless they really got their stuff together. So anyway, that was it for this one commentary, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Check out some of my other commentaries. I'm going to continue to make videos for your enjoyment. GG guys, wrenching out. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. This is going to be too much, not enough from Braum. He tries his best, but doesn't actually manage to save Caitlyn there. Nice getting top. We're going to see a little bit of action already. LeBlanc going in on this Riven again. Is there going to be a kill? Just one more?